Hey everybody, it's Jenny and I'm back today to share with you another memory planning layout. In my Heidi Swapp storyline chapters, I am using the Cocoa Daisy Spice Market collection. I am trying out a brand new paper trimmer. I just purchased it over the weekend. I wanted to see if I got more satisfactory cuts with it. And I've been curious about guillotine trimmers for quite some time, so I purchased this one. Verdict is out. I'm not going to give you an overview or anything like that yet because I'm not sure if I love it and I don't want to recommend anything before I know how I feel about it. Just a reminder before we really dig in, if you enjoy this video, please leave me a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed. It really helps us out so much as content creators. It's very difficult to know if you're enjoying what we're doing, and it helps let other people know as well that you like the content. So I am just trimming apart all of my photos. They are printed on my Canon selfie printer. I use the Pick Frame app to create the collages, and I am pulling out all of my stickers. These are the memory keeping sticker kit from the Cocoa Daisy and the Spice Market collection. And I am going to be using some of these, though not a lot, because I'm mostly focusing on rub-ons this week. I wanted to create a watercolor effect for this week. This week primarily has a lot of blue sky, a lot of pool, beach, palm trees. Yes, I live in Southern California, so you always have a lot of that kind of regardless, but this week is full of it. You'll see it right there. Look at all that blue. So I really wanted a watercolor feel for the week. It was a fun week. It also happens to also include the 4th of July. However, I just decided that it probably wasn't necessary to have a patriotic theme. It just didn't feel necessary, and the watercolor felt so much more appropriate. I'm adhering my photos down using the Scotch ATG gun. I love this. You have been here for a long time. You listen to me wax poetic about it a lot. It is just the best adhesive. It's a little bit bulky to refill. The learning curve is steep, but the adhesive itself is very inexpensive and it's just really high quality. All right, so I'm using the rub-ons from the Cocoa Daisy Modern Memory Keeping Kit, Spice Market. If you're confused about Cocoa Daisy, each month a new collection is released. So think of it like an umbrella, right? All of the kits are going to be using the same art. And then there's different kits that have components that work for different things. So for example, the Modern Memory Keeping Kit has a lot of pocket scrapbooking cards. So if you wanted to scrapbook in divided page protectors, you want to do project life, that type of thing, or you have like a dashboard in your planner that has little 3x4 or 4x6 slots, it's perfect for you. If you want to memory keep in a traveler's notebook insert because you love that size, the traveler's notebook memory keeping kit is for you. If you love to set up a planner, decorate it, that kind of thing, the planner kit is for you. So I know it can be really confusing. If you have questions, please leave them below. I am happy to help out. I know at first it's a little daunting. There's a lot of kits. That's how I felt when I first came. All right, so I'm trimming out the different rub-ons. Okay, so I am putting the watercolor splashes as the background. I am layering them. It's so exciting. Layering rub-ons is like basically the coolest thing ever. It's like layering stamps with none of the mess whatsoever. So for the blue splotch, I put then the wild and free because I felt like it went with the beach theme, and then those little splatters on top of it, which felt like to me like waves, the spray off the top of a wave when it crashes. I absolutely am sort of obsessed with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it is so cute. Now on the left hand side, I'm doing the pink swatch and then that little geometric and then another little phrase on top. So you know I love to stick with 3 elements for my clusters. It's really basically my favorite. I'll do 5, absolutely, but that's really pretty much the bulk of what I do. They are keeping it in odd numbers is the way to go for sure. All right, so now down at the bottom, I'm going to do another with this aqua color kit. So I'm just using the included popsicle stick. That's right, a popsicle stick. Rub the design on, pull the backing off. It's very simple. I assure you, I am not some creative genius. These products make it so easy. Now I'm going to put the phrase on top, literally just right on top, some on the paper, some on top of the splash of color watercolor rub-on. Rub that right on there, and then pull the top off, and it's all right there. The other benefit is that if like you miss a little piece, no problem. You can just stick it right back on there and do it again. I just try to pull it off nice and slow so that if there's any problem, I just stick it back down and rub it right back on there. Rub-ons are amazing. I love them. All right, so now I'm going to swatch my clean color dot markers. Should I already have a permanent swatch? Absolutely. Do I? Nope. So I'm going to swatch these all out, minus the gray and the brown and the navy blue, because I know I don't want to use those. I want to find the perfect marker to go with this particular layout. I am telling you, if you have not gotten these markers yet, they are probably, next to my pens, my most used tool in the past year and a half. Like, I use these every time I sit down to create, no matter if it's a planner layout or if it's a memory keeping layout, because I take lots of notes about my memory keeping, so I use them for that too. They are awesome. You can buy ones without the pen on the other side as well. I don't love the pen. I just happen to buy this set of them or whatever. The next set I buy will not have the pen on the other end, not for any good reason, just don't need it. All right, so I'm using the dot to create the little bullet point so I can write my activities and my appointments and the to-do lists. I started this planner because we were crazy busy. I knew I would never remember this insane time in our lives. And now I'm a little less busy. I have 2 kids in college and one that is starting high school. My youngest son will start high school. And so things are a little less crazy, but I actually enjoy the project probably more than I did before, because now it's just such a huge part of me. It requires not as much thought as when I started in 2016. I'm able to do this just for creative fun. It also encapsulates everything. So if I want to break down a story further, like on a full scrapbook layout or on a traveler's notebook layout, I already have the details and the little things in here. It's perfect. I love it. I can't say enough great things about it. You also do not need to have a ton of stuff going on to make this project work for you. I can think of about 100 things that I can't include in here because I have a lot going on right now in my life, but I want to include. So I look forward to the days that I have less going on so I can include what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what my neighborhood looks like, what the sky looked like, just things like that. So many things. I stamped the letters golf. That is the Cocoa Daisy General Store Alpha. They're so good. And I use that Distress Oxide Salvage Patina. It's such a beautiful color and it went perfectly with this layout. And I love it next to those blue dots from the clean color dot markers. It just coordinates so well. Like the blues just blend together so incredibly beautifully. Now you can see I have a lot of photos this week and a lot of photos bunched together. So I am having to make it work, like fit things in as just where I can find room for it. Because several days here I included 2 or 3 photos on each day. And so it's not exactly easy to make it work. But you can see it does work. Like I can make 2, 3 photos and this appointment, that appointment, work on a day. Like it's so versatile and so fun, and that's the best part, is that it works exactly for you. And look how cool that is. It's so much fun. And I'm able to put down the nitty gritty of, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I'm able to put down the fun photos and just the ordinary photos of the things we did. Like I have a photo of my tree being cut down in my front yard. If it couldn't be more ordinary than that, I don't know what is. I mean, it substitute the grass being cut or something like that. It's just an ordinary everyday thing, and what the front of my house looks like now without the tree. I also included taking the dogs to the beach. I included 2 pictures of swimming. I mean, making chocolate chip cookies. It's all the things. a couple of little washi strips. These will also always go in my top 5 of favorite things because washi tape is really fun. I love it, but whoever uses a whole roll, I mean, like, yeah, you can manage to use up a whole roll. I'm not saying it's impossible, but mostly you just want a couple of feet of it to use for specific projects, and these strips are perfect. I absolutely love it. I'll add a couple of decorative stickers just to pull it all together. Little, oh, going out to dinner, let's add that, let's eat. Let's do the little palm frond next to my son and my dog. Let's add that fun little triangle. Now I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock to a 3x4 shape with my brand new paper trimmer. And I receive stamps because I'm on the design team or the creative team. I receive stamps that are samples, so they don't have the printing, the black printing on the top. So it can be a little difficult to, oh yeah, what does that say exactly? So I'm going to just stamp a little guide for myself right here because it's easy. I'm thinking about using these stamps right now. I'm not just doing this randomly. I'm considering adding these to my layout, and I might as well, right? And then it helps you see what's included also. I'm really doing it because I want to see exactly what stamps are here and how they would work for me in this layout. That's really why I'm doing it. But the side note is that it helps you see the designs too. I'm just using my black VersaFine ink pad. If you're new to stamping, you're not an expert at stamping, you don't feel confident at stamping, get yourself a VersaFine ink pad. I've been saying this for years. How many of you have heard me say this many, many times? VersaFine for a beginner is a must have. It makes stamping so much easier. You get a nice, clean impression. And then when you're feeling more confident, you can get some of the other different types of ink pads, but I'm telling you, it's great. All right, I'm going to wing it with journaling this week. I'm not pulling out my mat. I'm not drawing lines. I'm just winging it. Let's see where it goes. So I'm using my Sharpie pen, and that's it, and just adding the journaling to this planner. That is it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.